Push the right button. Hello, everyone. Welcome along. Thank you very much for joining. It is Thursday, the 7th of August. Oh, yeah, yeah. Gag, and all that. Yeah, welcome along. Yeah, Thursday, the 7th of August. Thank you very much for joining. It's another Thursday night quiz. I don't even know what one we're up to actually at the minute. I'll load my spreadsheet. I don't even know. I can't. Where are we? Quiz master stats. That's the one we want. That's the one we want. What day is it today? 7th of August, 31st of July. Oh, hello. So 31st of July, which was that one. So 1, 2, 1, 2. It's the 532nd Thursday, Saturday quiz. So welcome along, everyone. Thank you, as always, then, for joining, as was mentioned in the post this morning. I'm struggling on these new tablets. I'm going to yawn my head off. Oh, I need to acknowledge that as well. May have set a few people off in a panic as well this week, but I'll come to that in a minute. Yeah, as was mentioned in the post this morning, the answer is in the question deliberately this evening. I know there's a lot of you who say there are a lot of answers throughout the whole of the quiz, but no, the answer is actually going to be in the question this evening. So kind of no excuses, really. It's a very, very straightforward round. It makes sense when we get to it for round 3 later on. We're going to be doing a lot of that. But yes, so I might have set a few of you onto a mild panic at the beginning of this week, and that was not deliberate, and there is nothing going on, nothing untoward, and nothing to worry about. One of the JDQs, now I've lost all track of days. I've spent most of today thinking it's Wednesday. One of the JDQs didn't, so they're all set to auto post. I think it's obviously very obvious that they're not recorded at 5 o'clock in the morning and put out for 6. They're recorded well in advance. So usually about a week in advance, unless I've got something going on, and they're a couple of weeks in advance. And then I noticed, because I've kind of been off everything for the last few days while I've been running around. We'll be doing family stuff with Jack on various days out and stuff. But I had an MRI on Tuesday. Yeah, it must have been Tuesday. So Tuesday morning, and I noticed something from, I think it was Irene, who said, is there no quiz today? And I thought, well, there should be. And I jumped on as soon as I got back in the door from the MRI and realised that it hadn't auto-posted, which it normally does. So they've got a scheduled time. Same with the pre-recorded quizzes, really. There's a scheduled time on YouTube and it all goes out. And for some reason, it was just stuck in complete limbo. I don't even know why it didn't post. It was set to go out at 6 o'clock on Tuesday morning. So just quickly went in and manually posted it, and you were all up and running and had JDQ. So yeah, so I don't know what happened with that, but because we mentioned the words, I've just got back from having my MRI. A lot of the comments were, I hope everything's okay. It was just routine. This is all fallout from the skydive, so I'm still struggling with all the headaches and stuff. So we're just having an MRI just to make sure that there is nothing untoward going on in the head. That's all it was. There were loads of you who commented going, I hope everything's okay. No, everything's fine. Well, it's not, but everything to a degree is fine. It's nothing new. It's just ongoing pain in the backside stuff that is going on. So thank you very much for your well wishes. Very much appreciated that. But I didn't mean to cause a mild panic between all of us by saying, yeah, that I just got back. But at least you got the quiz. At least you still managed to get the quiz, albeit for those of you who listen 6 o'clock in the morning, which I know there's a few of you. I'm looking at you, Irene. But yeah, for those of you who missed it at 6 o'clock in the morning, it came out a few hours later. It was only YouTube that was affected. It was still on QuizHub, it was still on Spotify, Apple, everything else. It was everywhere else. It's just a visual one. And I say visual one. The first 3 episodes this week had no video, and I'm still clueless as to how that happened. But yes, so as always, then 50 questions coming up for you in a very little while. We got about 6 and a bit minutes to go and get the quiz off and running. I'm going to say hello to some of you lovely people as well. Starting with, oh my word, starting with the newbies, Linda and Claire. That's not me growling at you guys, that's me growling at yawning. Hello to the newbies, Linda and Claire. Claire and Linda will be joining, not the Bakewell Tarts of Claire and Brian. They are away for a few days. Not a problem. We'll see them and no doubt speak to them when they get back. So good evening to you. The usual criminal camping mob of the WEG 4 are quizzing tonight again from Somerset and Sancro. I really shouldn't say that. I've had a really bad run. There are 3 people I've mentioned in the quiz over the last few weeks who have now tragically passed away. I'm really, really worried. That if I mention anyone, then now, yeah, I'm slightly worried the Grim Reaper is watching the quiz and going, oh, I've not heard about that person for a while. I think I'll have a visit. I'm very worried. But yeah, it's 3 people now. Because it was Dame Stella Rimington passed away. That was the third one. Yeah, very worried. But yeah, so I shouldn't say things about criminals and all that kind of thing. But hello to the Wake 4. Good evening, guys. Please stay safe. Hello to Claire, who is over in Turkey. Greetings from Turkey this week. Just chilling by the pool. Yes, you very much are chilling by the pool. Looking forward to the quiz this evening, even though it'll be 10:15 over there. Which I'm sure you'll be absolutely fine in that heat. You'll be nice and chilled, nice and warm. You'll be, yeah, better. I mean, to be fair, it's actually not been too bad today, to be fair. Yeah, we don't need turkey. It's fine. You go. You have turkey. It's fine. We don't need turkey over here. Good evening to Nicola Gregory. Hello to you. Good evening to Alison as well. Hoping to get back in time for the quiz from a bowls match. Also loved the long connection on Saturday. Although to be honest, I didn't get it. Yeah. So if you didn't play on Saturday night, you know how I always do these wonderful tricks on a Thursday, where I occasionally throw in a whole quiz connection. Well, I did one on Saturday because I've not done one on a Saturday before, and I thought it wasn't fair that those of the people who only play on a Saturday got to miss out on all that chaos. So yeah, I threw in a very entertaining, shall we say, which caused a bit of chaos. Not like me to cause chaos, but yeah, so a very interesting. Interesting long connection, full quiz connection round on Saturday night for a change, which was quite nice. So yeah, good evening to Sir Bill Shooter of Legend Shire. Yeah, again, that was an interesting long connection on Saturday. I won't say the name in case you want to go back and play it afterwards. Joining in tonight, as usual, using Facebook Messenger with Christine and Jill. Good evening to all of the YouTube live chat legends as well. Good evening to you guys. I saw something somewhere. I don't know whether it was in the comments or something somewhere. So there's a bit of sort of conjecture around what different roles and what things and the things that people have got going on. So I have a moderator who sits usually very quietly unless I ask for specific messages to be passed through. Like with the YouTube live chat being switched on. So I've got a moderator who sits there very quietly, doesn't say anything, and then just steps in, won't even give you a warning, will just step in and go, nope, boom, deleted, boom, try it again, and then put into timeout. There is an auto moderation that certain words, certain keywords and phrases are also locked. So if you mention a word that is on our very long list of around about 5,500 words, I think are on there now. But variation, I mean, most of it's like different variations of spelling where people try to be clever and swear and put, etc. So I got that from a long list of someone who also did YouTube live streams. So that's the second way that you can be removed. That's automatically. And then we've got the YouTube live chat legends, who are the ones who are here every week chatting away in the YouTube live chat, and they are the ones, I think they're also calling themselves the Spanner Brigade as well, along that line, because they are the ones with the blue spanners and they're in the blue sort of text and stuff. Because they also are there to keep the peace. They've been there since the beginning, and they're happy enough to make sure that everything runs nice and smoothly. So those are the 3 ways. Those are the only 3 ways really that that you can get removed from the live chat. I don't get involved in any of that. That's what it was. It was a message. Someone was moaning at me for deleting them out of the live chat at the weekend, and I don't get involved. I don't even have the YouTube live chat open when I'm doing the quiz, for simple reason being it will just distract me. It's hard enough trying to keep up with the Patreon Discord server, but I do need that for various things that are going on. So I don't even look at YouTube live chat when the quiz is on. YouTube live chat isn't even on my screen. So I get sent stuff through. My moderator will just ping me and go, by the way, have you seen, or do you know this, or someone said this, etc, etc. So that's where I pick up stuff from the YouTube live chat, but I don't have it open. So I would never remove anyone. It's only down to the automatic, the YouTube live chat legends, or my moderator who will remove you. And if you've been removed, then you've really done something that you probably shouldn't have done, let's be honest. So yeah, so that's that's just to cover that off, just so you're aware. I'm not in the habit of, and even with like social posts as well, people say some horrendously horrible stuff over the last 5 years, and I've still only blocked 2 people. out of the whole length of time that we've been doing the quiz, because I'm very much of the ilk that, you know, people have the right to say what they want, especially if they're not happy with something I've done. But, you know, there's only two people I've ever removed, so, you know, not going to start willy. I mean, I'm actually, that's a conversation for another day about influencers. You have a look at some certain influencers and look at their posts in the first 24 hours and see how all their comments are perfect. There's a little trick going on there, but that was a conversation for another day and probably not on a live context. Last few people to say hello to. I've got completely sidetracked. Last few people to say hello to. Good evening to Hillary as well. Sixth year of doing. Yeah, I know. I was going mad about thinking about this the other day. Can't believe it's been 6 years. We're into our 6th year of quizzing. It is bonkers. Good evening to Irene and Bob as well. Hope the quiz is going to cheer you up. Yeah, it might not do. You might see the first round and throw your pen at the screen. Hello to Jill and Ross, the usual suspects. Good evening to you guys. Moogie and Phil, hello to you guys. Hello to Karen, Karen Payne, who got 48 best score ever on Saturday. So many best scores on Saturday, and so many of you are fuming that you got 49 as well. And the final couple of people, Kieran and Lorna. Kieran's back from the pub. Welcome back. So good evening to you. Hope you are well. Hello to, there's a lovely one to finish on actually. Hello to Judith Williams as well. Quiz night's here again. Unless you live alone, but come to sit and quiz with me every Thursday, you wouldn't realise how having a shout out read and commented on lifted your spirits, which I am that's very, very sweet. And it's absolutely, you know, I like that. Because I always wanted to break into radio. Radio was always my thing because I felt it connected with people a lot better. And if you were listening to the radio, you felt like that person was only talking to you. So the fact I've kind of trying to translate that to this. So if you're thinking that, that's really appreciative. And I like that, Judith. So thank you very much. And finally, congratulations to Amanda Goodsoul for getting a silver medal for bowling and a bronze medal for the darts at the Transplant Games as well. Love from Mum and Dad. So yeah, congratulations to you for that, Amanda. I remember, I think you did really well last year as well, if memory seems to, because it's the only place I would know anything about the Transplant Games. So, but yeah, massive congratulations. What is going on? There's something on my screen and it is bugging the... right, okay. It's not on my screen. It is my trophy behind me from Paul that is making a weird... And now I've moved everything around. Oh, come on. Get a grip, Flynn. Right, that'll do. Right, welcome along, everyone. It's Thursday, 7th of August. Let's get into this because I'm a little bit behind. So let's kick it off. 50 questions then. We'll kick off with some history. And if you're still here, thank you very much for joining. Right, let's go. Here we go. Question number 1 this evening. Now, widely used around the world with different percentages, which tax was introduced, first implemented in the Ivory Coast by France in 1954? Was it VAT, exchange rate, goods tariffs, or income tax? No income tax, no VAT, no money back. Only Fools and Horses came into my head. Number 2, which canal officially opened on the 17th of November 1869? I mean, you've kind of got... I know, mind you, there's quite a few more canals around the world, so it's not like a 1 in 2 shot, but now I may have given it away that it is a 50-50 shot. Number 3, what marked the beginning of the worldwide Great Depression from 1929 to 1939? Was it the Spanish flu, Prohibition, or the Wall Street crash? So what marked the beginning of the worldwide Great Depression from 29 to 39? Was it Spanish flu, Prohibition, or the Wall Street crash? Number 4, which royal residence and UK castle was built by William the Conqueror in the 11th century? Which royal residence and UK castle was built by William the Conqueror in the 11th century? Ooh, that reminds me, there's some maintenance coming up on Quiz Hub. I need to, in fact, I'll write that down in front of me so I know. Number 5, Paleolithic, Mesolithic, and Neolithic periods belong to which age? Have I just got no. I won't be able to do it a second time, so I'm not even going to try. I'm waiting for someone to step in and go, no, you didn't pronounce one of those right. Otherwise, I'm going to... Oh. It's like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse if you start seeing them. If I start pronouncing words right in a row without stopping, we're all in trouble here, folks. Number 6, Flora was the Roman goddess of what? Flowers, food, or water? I need to look at that error as well. It's on every single quiz and then I forget about it. Number 7, which of the Japanese cities hit by nuclear weapons were hit first, or the atomic bombs? Number 8, which ancient civilization built the city of Chichen Itza and it's known for their advanced calendar system in Central America? Oh. Oh no, I took it out. No, I'm fine. That's all right. No, I'm fine. I used it as an example for the patrons to explain round 3 to... Right, no, that's fine. I took it out. Number 9, in which famous chapel in Vatican City did Michelangelo paint the ceiling? Donatello is holding the ladder. Raphael, no, just no. And number 10, which tournament was introduced to the world in 1930, won by Uruguay? So which tournament was introduced to the world in 1930? Introduced to the world, it was introduced to the world in 1931 for the first time by Uruguay. That is the most classic of pub quiz questions. That's Skip from 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps. If you're not sure of the answer, always put 1930 or Uruguay and you'll... Yeah. Round 2 with some entertainment for you. Number 1, which British virtual band was created by Damon Albarn and artist Jamie Hewlett, known for hits like Clint Eastwood and Feel Good Inc.? That's a point. Oh no. I thought I'd left my music playing. Number 2, who is this? Yes, I have both answers. Number 3, which film saw Hugh Grant even, play a bookshop owner in a trendy part of London? Number 4, hello Haley, name the girl group. Number 5, what was the name of the British TV show in which couples were quizzed about various aspects of their lives with the aim of matching each other's answers? Number 6, the 2000 comedy film Bring It On, starring Kirsten Dunst, was based around which US sport and choreographed dancing? So the 2000 comedy film Bring It On, starring Kirsten Dunst, and was based around which US sport and choreographed dancing? Number 7, appearing on the soundtrack for Despicable Me 2, what was the name of the upbeat song by Pharrell Williams? Number 8, who was the original host of the TV show Bullseye? And what? And 2. Number 9, which actress and presenter links the films Sister Act and Ghost with the TV show The View? And number 10, Going Underground and A Town Called Malice were hits for which Paul Weller fronted band? Hold up, Patreon Discord server. Stand by your beds. We have a mole sort of running loose. I was wondering where you were. So round 3 then, very simply, the answer is in the question. I do not need to explain it any more than that. Although you're probably going to want to explain it any more than that. I have made the first question so unbelievably easy that you should be able to see how it works. Okay, so the answer is in the question. Number 1. When you're up in the air, plain to see the sky all around you on this transport. So when you're up in the air, plain to see the sky around you on this transport. So, if you are still confused, The answer is in the question. Okay. So this nearly broke me, by the way, trying to work out, and this is why I was halfway through and I very nearly gave up, but I'd put 2 hours into it and I thought I'm not wasting those 2 hours, so I'm just going to finish it. So some of these are ridiculously obvious. There's a couple of them that are a bit trickier. Okay. If anyone is struggling, I'm sure YouTube live chat will kind of point this out. Apparently, this is a House of Games. One of the guys in Patreon Discord server did point this out, that it's a long... But I also pointed out I don't watch any sort of TV for the simple reason being that I'd then get accused of stealing stuff. So, anyway, number 2. When the sky is grey and full of rain, bow down to the beautiful thing that appears in the sky. Evening, Simeon. Hello, Richard Osman. Number 3, looking down every day at my waist, line up the diet shakes as I fight to get this down. This will, if it is on House of Games, it will be nowhere near as good as House of Games, because I'm clearly not Richard Osman. So. Number 4, this sport fan calls the USA its main base. Ball by ball, they watch for 9 innings. Like I say, I thought this was a clever idea. Shared the idea with Patreons with a there was an answer to from earlier on. Shared it with them, and they went, "You know, this is on House of Games, don't you?" I was like, "No." I don't have time to watch quiz shows. Number 5, the noise in the eardrums and bangs away loud in here. That said, there are some that are blatantly obvious. Number 6, size from some, on screen a flag. Pole position in the quiz leaderboard if you recognize its holder. So that's a bit more cryptic. Size from some, on screen a flag. Pole position in the quiz leaderboard if you recognize its holder. Number 7, would you get cash back packing your shopping into this instead of a carrier bag? So would you get cash back packing your shopping into this instead of a carrier bag? Number 8, every time I hear a meow from the cat, fishing and wanting something or pretending to be someone else. So every time I hear a meow from the cat, fishing and wanting something or pretending to be someone else. Maybe it is a bit trickier than I thought. Number 9, every time I get out my cookbook, mark my words, I'll forget where I was last time without this. So every time I get out my cookbook, mark my words, I'll forget where I was last time without this. And your last one, number 10. Can't believe it won't stand up, my candle. Stick the lights back on while I find a new handle for it. So can't believe it won't stand up, my candle. Stick the lights back on while I find a new handle for it. That one off. That one off. That one on. That one on. That one on. Helps if you actually push the right button. There we go. Right, so they are up now on the hub. So head on over now, quizhub.co.uk. Click on quiz recap. Click on today's date, which is the 7th of August, and then click on part 1. And the code you need is on the screen now, 017209. And as I read that, I'm thinking, is that not my test code from what I was fiddling around with earlier? But I should digress. I'm sure someone will message me and say that's the wrong code, and I will tweak it. Just trying to get into my database. What are we on? Quizzes 017209. Yeah, that's the right code. It is the right one. Perfect. Right, so yeah, there we go. That'll be on screen in the break as well. So yeah. Head on over now if you want to recap any of those first 30 questions, or if you want to have a look at those pictures again. I shall return then in 5 minutes with your answers. So have fun, and I'll see you soon. Okie dokie, right, answers coming up then in a moment's time, so make sure you've got those final ones written down. Just to make you aware, for those of you who are on Quiz Hub, and also if you're watching this on repeat, you might actually be watching this on Sunday, because I know a lot of people do sort of save quizzes for Saturdays and Sundays, and that's why I leave sort of the recaps open for about 6 quizzes afterwards. Just so you're aware, Quiz Hub I need to take Quiz Hub down to make some changes behind the scenes. So I'm migrating across to a new database, because basically Quiz Hub's evolved. It's evolved very rapidly, but obviously you've got JDQs on there, all the leaderboards are on there now, so if you've not popped your scores on, I think there were 81 of you popped your scores on Saturday night, which was a new record, which was incredible to see. 81 of you getting involved with Saturday night and adding your scores on. It doesn't matter what you score as well. It's also a great way to keep a record, because in your own profile you can see your own scores, you can see your averages and all of that. We do all the hard work for you. But yeah, so I've been coding this on my own for best part of a while, but I didn't make a mistake in the beginning with the sort of the back end and the database that I was using. It's just no longer fit for purpose, because if I add everything that I'm adding into it onto that database, it just won't run properly at all. So I've been migrating everything across behind the scenes, but I need to take it down. I need to do some maintenance on it, and I can't do it while it's live, because one of the key features I need to do is make sure that all of your scores and everything are maintained. So I need to take it down at some point on Sunday. It'll be Sunday early afternoon, I would have thought, and it'll be down for the rest of Sunday. And then it should, if the migration works, which it should do. But yeah, it'll all come back up and running before Quiz Hub on Monday morning. All being well. If not, I'll just revert back to the original database for now and just do some bits and pieces and just carry on working on it until I can get it fixed. So yeah, so Quiz Hub will be down then if you're watching this on repeat. If you're watching it live, doesn't really matter because it's not Sunday yet. But if you are watching this on repeat, it won't be up and running, unfortunately. Just make a note of your scores and you can add it on afterwards. It's fine. Same as if it doesn't, for whatever reason, it doesn't come back on Monday and you're on Quiz Hub. And you're on JDQ and you want to add your score. Just make a note of it. When it comes back up, you will be able to still add your score in. So that's Quiz Hub. And if you want to add your scores on, it's never too late. You can always get involved in the lead. In fact, I'll have a look actually. I'll load it up in the next round, because there's been for the combined leaderboard for Thursday, Saturday. There's been people have got 10 entries or more now, which means the combined leaderboard is now up and running as well, which is very cool. Was very cool to see when I saw it earlier on. I'll have a look at that, see how the combined leaderboard is doing. I don't want to go onto the pre-roll. I want to go onto that screen. Right, okay, let's see. That's Quiz Hub. That is, add your scores on if you want to. All you have to do, register. Username, email address, password, and then you can register. And also, when I do migrate over to Quiz Hub, to the new database, it will also make it easier for you to do things like changing your email addresses if you need to, updating your passwords. All of that kind of thing will be so much easier when it's up and running, when I move over to the new one. Right, okay, let's see how you did with your first 30. General consensus is the round 3 was a bit tricky, but once people got the hang of it, it was all good. Anyway, here we go. Number 1, now widely used around the world with different percentages. Which tax was introduced first implemented in the Ivory Coast by France in 1954? It's VAT. Yeah, value-added tax first appeared in the Ivory Coast in 1954. I thought it was just a UK thing, but there you go. Number 2, which canal officially opened on the 17th of November 1869? It was the Suez Canal. Number 3, what marked the beginning of the worldwide Great Depression from 29 to 39? It was the Wall Street crash. Spanish flu was a bit earlier and Prohibition didn't really contribute. I think it just made things a lot worse. Number 4, which royal residence and UK castle was built by William the Conqueror in the 11th century? It's Windsor Castle. Number 5, Paleolithic, Mesolithic and Neolithic, and now we're all doomed. Periods belong to the Stone Age. Maybe these new tablets are making my English come better. No, there we go. Number 6, Flora was the Roman goddess of flowers. Number 7, which of the Japanese cities Japanese hit by nuclear weapons were hit first? It's Hiroshima. Number 8, which ancient civilization built the Chichen Itza and is known for their advanced calendar system in Central America? It was the Mayans. Number 9, in which famous chapel in the Vatican City did Michelangelo paint the ceiling? It was the Sistine Chapel. Yep, and Donatello sat there ordering dominoes. And finally, number 10, which tournament was introduced to the world in 1931 by Uruguay? It was the FIFA World Cup. If you've just put World Cup, it's fine. I'm not going to get into sort of overarching, or if, football World Cup, it's, you don't have to have FIFA, but the official name is FIFA World Cup. Round 2, entertainment. Number 1, which British virtual band was created by Damon Albarn and artist Jamie Hewlett, and known for hits like Clint Eastwood and Feel Good Inc. It's Gorillaz. I'm happy, feeling bad, I got sunshine in a bag, I'm used to... That one. No, that's not them. Moving on. Number 2, who is this? It is He-Man or Prince Adam by the power of Grayskull. Number 3, which film saw Hugh Grant play a bookshop owner in a trendy part of London? It's Notting Hill. Number 4, name the girl group. It is the Spice Girls. Oh, it is them. Thank you. At least Roxy sort of bailed me out. I'm starting to think you're mad. I'm going mad. Number 5. What was the name of the British TV show in which couples were quizzed about various aspects of their life with the aim of matching each other's answers? Mr. and Mrs. I think Tamara said before that she'd get all of the right answers and Gary wouldn't get any right. I get that. Sounds like I hear. The 2000 comedy film Bring It On, starring Kirsten Dunst, and was based around which US sport and choreographed dancing? It is cheerleading. Number 7, appearing on the soundtrack for Despicable Me 2. What was the name of the upbeat song by Pharrell Williams? Happy. Upbeat song. Happy. Because I'm happy. Number 8, what was the who was the original host of TV show Bullseye? Jim Bowen. Take it away. Number 9, which actress and presenter links the film's Sister Act and Ghost with the TV show The View? It's Whoopi Goldberg. And number 10, going underground and a town called Malice were hits for which Paul Weller fronted band? It is The Jam. I'm going to do a slightly different way around. So the answer is in the question, and the answers are all in the question. So I'm going to put the answer on screen so you can see it. When you're up in the air, plane. So airplane, to see the sky around you on this transport, so airplane. Number 2, when the sky is grey and full of rainbow, so rain, bow down to the beautiful thing that appears in the sky, so rainbow. Number 3, looking down every day at my waistline, so waistline, up the diet, line up the diet, oh, you know what I mean, waistline. Number 4, the this sports fans call the USA its main base. Ball by ball, they watch for 9 innings. It is baseball. Number 5, the noise in the eardrums and bangs away loud in here. It is eardrum. I'm using my mouse right on screen, trying to sort of highlight the words so that you can see them, and then, yeah. You can't even see my cursor. Number 6, size from some. On screen a flag. Pole position in the quiz leaderboard if you recognise its holder. Well, a flag holder is a flagpole. Number 7, would you get cash back packing your shopping into this instead of a carrier bag? Backpack. There it is. Would you get cash back packing? Number 8, every time I hear a meow from the cat fishing and wanting something or pretending to be someone else is catfishing. If you just put catfish, it's fine. You don't have to have the ing on the end. Catfish or catfishing is fine. Number 9, every time I get out my cookbook, mark my words, I'll forget where I was last time without this. It is bookmark. And number 10, can't believe it won't stand up, my candle. Stick the lights back on while I find a new handle for it. It is candlestick. Alright, gotta get myself comfortable. Right, there you go. That's your first 30 answers. How are you doing so far? Let me know your scores. Yeah. Still to come, connections and general knowledge. I've just looked because I've loaded up. I'm written now. I've got all the quizzes written now up to the 23rd of August, and that's including. So I've got 4 left to do because I want to get myself up to the end of September, beginning of September. So, for example, tonight you've had the answer is in the question. Saturday, Blockbusters is back for a one-off. Because I'm doing it every couple of weeks. Next Thursday, round 3, so you've got lines, lyrics, and quotes, which was requested by Jill, I think it was. The Saturday after there is Jeopardy. Thursday, 21st of August, real or AI. The whole quiz is tricky. Yeah, and then Blockbusters back, so the two on its 2-week rotation for the following Saturday. So yeah. So I set off on this for the summer to try and make it a little bit easier writing quizzes, and it ended up actually being a little bit more tricky. But you know, they are. Never mind. But yeah, so that's your that's what you've got coming up. Your connection rounds are properly evil over the next. I've got all your connection rounds here in front of me, and I'm just looking at a list thinking I'm going to get shouted at so much over the next few weeks. Tonight's is hopefully relatively straightforward, but we shall see. Let's see how you get on with it then. Round 4, as always, 9 questions. Question number 10, what links to 9 answers? In terms of those answers, if it doesn't fit with the connection, even if it is right in the question, if it doesn't fit with the connection, it is wrong. Here we go. Yeah, number 1. No. There we go. Sort of. What is this attached to the motorbike? So what is this attached to the motorbike? Do you know what? I think I'm going to move Emoji J down. I might just pop him there because I don't think he'd be in the way of questions or pictures or anything. And then kind of at least you know the quiz is still there. Number 2, what can be an insect with powerful legs adapted for jumping, or a metaphor for someone new or inexperienced in a role? Stop the count. Haley's already got it. Number 3, what can be the surname of Tom or Joan, or also a free online English dictionary? Everyone's throwing themselves at this going, they've already got it. Yeah, well, I didn't say it was tricky tonight. I said the ones coming up are going to be quite tricky. Number 4, what is the first name of Scottish microbiologist Fleming, famed for his discovery of penicillin? August 21st. Oh no, it's a relatively straightforward quiz. You'll be all right on Irene. It's a relatively straightforward quiz. It's just round 3 is real or AI. I don't want to give too much away about the whole of the quiz because I've done something for it. But number 5, what was the first name of the Queen of Scots? My son has asked, has Emo J struck? No, I'm in my miming sort of era. Whoa, too far. Number 6, what is the name of the concentrated coffee beverage usually taken as a small shot on its own? Hey, listen, even gibbons are allowed to party when the humans aren't around. Number 7, what is the name of a flexible piece of material used to support the weight of an injured arm across the chest? I was gutted watching the cricket because I really wanted. It was that Crawley, wasn't it, with the arm across the chest in one of these, and I really wanted him to hit the winning runs one-handed. Number 8. What is both the most densely populated and also smallest geographically of the 5 boroughs of New York? Oh, it was Chris Wokes, wasn't it? Yeah, it wasn't Crawley. It was Chris Wokes. Still, I just wanted him to hit the winning runs. It would have been brilliant. What a story. Number 9. What is this tool called? The one in the main picture of the screen, not the idiot in the top left-hand corner of your screens, just to clarify. Because my name wouldn't fit with the connection. Just to clarify. As I keep saying, I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. Very disappointed. There was no way I was going to do that one, Haley. And as always, question 10, what links the 9 answers together? Right, your final 10, general knowledge to bring you home. Number 1, what is the overview name for a variety of spicy dishes originating from Asia, often served with rice and naan bread? So what is the overview name for a variety of spicy dishes originating from Asia, often served with rice and naan bread? Number 2, who once spent 44 days suspended in a glass box by the River Thames? I put by it because it wasn't quite over it, if I remember rightly. It was sort of at the side of it by Tower Bridge. Number 3, what is the name of the frequency named after a German physicist and equals 1 cycle per second? Number 4, name the car brand. Yeah, I did. It took me a while, but I found one that you couldn't really make out the name of it on the back. Number 5, 2 little ducks in bingo calling would relate to which number? Train. According to my moderator, apparently I missed one in the first half. Apologies. I was distracted. Number 6, what is the name of Amazon's e-reader designed to allow users to read books, magazines, and newspapers on the move? So what is the name of Amazon's e-reader designed to allow users to read books, magazines, and newspapers on the move? Do you just want the brand or the make too? No, just the brand. Who makes them cars? Number 7, which is the largest in terms of area of the Balearic Islands? In for a real treat on Saturday and Sunday. We believe, looking at the flight path, providing the weather's all right, Red Arrows might be right over top of house on sorry, Blackpool Air Show on Saturday and Sunday. So I might get a bit of a treat to see the red arrows over the house. Number 8. What is the title of the science fiction novel by Douglas Adams and gave us the answer to life, the universe, and everything? Number 9. Which piece in chess can only move in a diagonal? That's a new one. Which piece in chess can only move in a diagonal direction across the board? Diagonal. Sounds like a spice you'd have in your cupboard. Oh, I'm going to stick some oregano on, and then I might stick some diagonal on as well. What is going on with me tonight? Diagonal. Your final question is your cheer. Number 10. Name the game show pictured here. I didn't clock that before. I clocked the amount at the top, and I clocked the person, and I didn't see the. This must be. I know it's the American version, but this must be a different thing. I'm now just double checking it to make sure it's not rude, which it's not. That's weirded me out. Because all of the pictures that I could find that I could legally use for the quiz for the UK version were all that I couldn't find any that I could legally use. So I'll go with the American one. I hadn't seen that before. That was very weird. Anyway, oh, hang on. Part 2, web address, QR code, button. There we go. Right, so they're up now. Those final 20 are up now on the hub at quizhub.co.uk for all of your quizzing needs to do with me for now, until I put other stuff on. So yeah, head on over there now. Code is on screen. 025100 is what you need to access part 2 of the quiz this evening. So 025100 is the code you need. Yeah, so I'm going to take 5 minutes and now go and have another look at that picture and try and work out where it's come from. Or if there was some random version of said TV show that I'm desperately trying not to say the name of, and find out what that's about. I'll see you in 5 minutes. Oh, no, hang on. It's that one. And you want that on screen, and you want that off screen. And I'll see you in 5 minutes. Okie dokie, right, answers coming up in just a moment's time for those final 20. Sorry, I'm completely distracted by the TV show question, and it's actually completely legitimate. And I'm trying to... Ran from 2010 to 2019. So categories were visible before the question, and the money amounts were shuffled, so players didn't know exactly which value they'd get until they picked the category and saw the question. Contestants built a bank by answering questions correctly and only kept that total if they stopped or finished. Belting. Didn't know anything like that. I didn't even know that had existed. There we go. I was really worried because I hadn't clocked the categories on there before. I just thought there was money amounts. But, yeah. There you go. Right, okay. Let's see how you do then with your final 20 this evening. This is probably the quickest for a very long time that I've seen everyone light up with saying they've got the answer to the connection. But let's see if you were right. Number 1. What is this attached to the motorbike? It is a sidecar. Number 2, what can be an insect with powerful legs adapted for jumping or a metaphor for someone new or inexperienced in a role? It is grasshopper. Number 3, what can be the surname of Tom or Joan and also a free online English dictionary? It is Collins. Number 4, what is the first name of the Scottish microbiologist Fleming, famed for his discovery of penicillin? Alexander. Number 5, what was the first name of the Queen of Scots? It was Mary. Number 6, what is the name of the concentrated coffee beverage, usually taken as a small shot on its own? It is espresso. Number 7, what is the name of a flexible piece of material used to support the weight of an injured arm across the chest? It is sling. Number 8, what is both the most densely populated and almost smallest geographically of the 5 boroughs of New York? It is Manhattan. Got my New York t-shirt. I got this when I went to there for my 40th. I can't believe that's 2.5 years ago. Number 9, what is this tool called? The one in the middle is a screwdriver. And so what links all of the answers together? It is cocktails. Yeah, I know there's a few of you who are waiting for a specific cocktail to appear in the quiz, but I wasn't going to go down that road. I had enough. I didn't need it. Just before I go into general knowledge, there's a steward's inquiry. William Conqueror also built the Tower of London in that time. Also a royal residence from time to time. From time to time, can I have it? Was it the year? Did I? If I didn't ask for a specific year, then you can have it. Where are we? 11th century. No, that's fine. Yeah, if you put Tower of London, if you put Tower of London instead of Windsor Castle, you can have that point. General knowledge number 1, what is the overview name for a variety of spicy dishes originating from Asia, often served with rice and naan bread? It is curries. Number 2, who once spent 44 days suspended in a glass box by the River Thames? It's David Blaine. Number 3, what is the name of the frequency named after a German physicist and equals 1 cycle per second? It is Hertz. Number 4, name the car brand. That is Ford. Number 5, 2 little ducks in bingo calling would relate to which number? 22. Do you know it's going to get to a point where the generation that remembered that when you go to bingo that you had people go in 2 little ducks, 22, is going to be lost because they don't do this anymore. Sarah and I went to bingo a few weeks ago. They don't do this anymore. They don't do it's just call the numbers out. Number 6, what is the name of Amazon's e-reader designed to allow users to read books, magazines, and newspapers on the move? It is Kindle. There you go. It's one for you, Hayley. You can add that to your podcast, Retro Rambling. How they don't do bingo calling anymore. Number 7, which is the largest in terms of area of the Balearic Islands? It is Majorca. Number 8, what is the title of the science fiction novel by Douglas Adams and gave us the answer to life, the universe, and everything? It is The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Number 9, which piece in chess can only move in a diagonal direction across the board? It is bishop. And finally, number 10, name the game show. That is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in its retro era, where they mixed it all up and chopped and changed it all and had all this kind of caper. Right, tot your scores up. How have you got on? If you want to be a part of the Quiz Hub leaderboard and you want to have your scores up on there and have a nice record, etc., register afterwards. But if you are adding your score on, you need an answer to your tiebreaker. And tonight it is this. What is the total land area in square miles of the borough of Manhattan? So there's the keywords, the total and land. I'm not including water and stuff. What is the total land area in square miles of the borough of Manhattan? Competitive players nearest to it, as always, gets the point. If you are adding your score to Quiz Hub, you do need an answer. Don't cheat. But you do need an answer to the tiebreaker. And when you add your tiebreaker score in, it's the difference between your answer and the correct answer. I don't know why. Yeah, you are down as a founder, but for some reason on our Discord server there are a lot of people have been given founder status, and some are popping up with the founder status color, and the others are not. But I'm getting very confused. And it is 23. It's actually 22.98 or something, 95 or something like that. But rounded up, it is 23. So yeah, 23 square miles is the borough of Manhattan. So there you go. That's another Thursday all done and dusted. The final JDQ of the week. Loads and loads of people are finding out about JDQ every week, and it's great to see the numbers are climbing and climbing, which is my daily quiz. So if you're missing out on Thursdays and Saturdays, you can still get me every weekday morning. Available from 6 a.m. on all of the podcast platforms. It's on Spotify, it's on Amazon, it's on Apple, it's on all the podcasts, but it's also here on YouTube as well. I've abandoned my idea. I was going to move JDQ to its own channel, but I've abandoned the idea now. It is what it is. So JDQ then tomorrow morning, available from 6 o'clock in the morning. 5 questions, 5 answers, and a tiebreaker, all nice and neatly wrapped up in about 5, 6, 7 minutes. That's how long those daily quizzes are. If not, I am back on Saturday with another 50 question long form quiz. And if you can't make that, JDQ all of next week, Monday to Friday. And if not, I will see you back here next Thursday. Have an incredible week, whatever it is you're doing, and whenever it is, I will see you again. But until then, thanks as always for joining me. I'll see you next week. As always, then, take care and stay safe.